In this video, I'm going to show you how to bake your high resolution tire, which you have here, onto your low resolution tire. That's here. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you how to install the software that you need and also make a button that sits on the shelf up here at the top so you can access the program from Maya to do what you need to do with the software. So it's called Substance Batch Tools, or Maya, the Substance Maya Toolkit. I'm going to show you how to install it in this video. First thing I want to talk about is your models before we get started. Again, here's your high resolution tire. So you've probably gone through and modeled this high resolution tire. You also need to make sure you model a low resolution tire with UVs on it. So I'll bring up the UV editor. There is the UVs for that tire itself. So again, you're basically baking out the normal map and the ambient occlusion map from the high res. And you can see the high res, it doesn't matter what the UVs are, because you're taking all this detail and baking it onto the low res. And again, this is where it's most important, because the UVs have to be laid out for it to receive all that data and to make those textures from the high res to the low. So you can see, this is my basic scene. I've got the high and the low, and you can see in the outliner right over here. And I've got named tire LP, and I've got tire HP, and that's basically low polygon, high polygon. And the other thing I want to make sure is that the history is deleted on these, and also that the transforms are frozen. Now this one is not frozen completely because I moved it out just for you guys to actually see it. If I come up to the Translate X and I zero that out, you can see it sits. Both models have to sit in the same spatial, in the same space in 3D for this to work. So that's really important for the baking to work properly. And then you also make sure that you freeze the transformations on both and the history. So once you've got that low resolution tire and the UV is done for that, and you got the high resolution tire there, and it's all history is deleted, frozen, you're ready to go to actually start installing the software in Maya. So somewhere on your, either it's going to be in the learning module or it's going to be on the resource drive under 330 folder. I'll probably have a folder called Batch Bake Tools, or it might be Substance Maya Toolkit. You're going to get that folder and you're going to install this onto your computer. Now, right here, you've got an install, and this is the actual piece of software that will actually do most of the work for us. And then there's the Maya shelf. And again, these are all the icons and the mail scripts to make it a button on the shelf here at the top. And I'll show you how to use that and get all that started inside of Maya. But first we have to install the program. So let's go over here and start installing. So double click on it, and Maya will, your software will unzip it, and it will ask you, where do you want to save it, all that kind. If you want to make a shortcut icon, if you want examples to come with it, so you want to play with it with some samples they have, you can turn that on. Usually I turn this one off. I don't need to see that there. And where is it going to go, and where it's going to go, and you just hit install. I've already installed it on my computer, so I'm not going to go through this stuff, but I just wanted to show you all that. So once you've got that installed, yes I do. Now it's time to install this on your shelf. So I'm going to go over here inside this folder, shelf, and right here is some documentation. So you can see preferences, scripts, documentation. Click on this. This is a web link to the website of the company that makes this, and it's going to take you here. And again, it's basically a website to how to install it, the procedures, all that, how to go through it. So I'm going to kind of go through this with you. But if if I don't go into if you need more detail or more clarification, you can always go to this website and read through it. So right now I'm going to go to how to install, and it's going to take me, so basically you download it from the company, and that's basically what it is, and that's fine. And then right here, you start installing the scripts. So once you've installed it, which I kind of showed you by clicking on this, you actually install those batch tools. And then now where are you going to put? You're going to put the contents in the C user's username. So whatever your username for your computer, for the ones in lab, it's probably going to be APCG student, documents, Maya, and whatever version of Maya you're currently using here. So let's do that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find another folder, and here is my computer at home. And what I'm doing is I'm going and I'm finding, my documents, Maya. And so I'm finding wherever that resides on my computer, that documents where, and that Maya folder. Usually it sits in documents and Maya, like that. And you want to find the current version of Maya you have. So I'm running 2015. I'm going to click in here, and you can start seeing, if I click in here, there's preferences and scripts. So there's two folders that coincide with this. So what you want to do is you want to go in the scripts folder. You've got this one script, this little mel command. So you go in here, find the scripts, and you basically drag and drop, left mouse click, hold and drag it and drop it into this folder. And then it gets put in there. Once you've done that, you've put the script where you need to go back one directory, and then go to preferences, icons, and preferences, icons. And here you drop this folder into here. Once you've done that, there's the folder right there. And you can see it's just put in some logos in there. Great. We've gone there. We've set all that up. That is all ready to go. Now we need to activate this inside of Maya. So now going back to the documentation page that came up. So again, it's this document page right here. If you click on that web browser should take it. You go to how to launch. And there you go. So what you want to do is you want to go in here, down here, and find this little source substance Maya toolset.mel semicolon substance Maya toolkit parentheses and then semicolon again. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to select it, hit Control C, copy it. I'm going to put this over to the side. I'm going to come down to the little script input command line down here and make sure it's set to mel. And I'm just going to Control V and paste that in. And then I'm going to hit enter. And as soon as it does that, I get this little shelf or this little icon to come in. Now, if that doesn't work right away, by dropping this command in, what you might have to do is you might have to restart Maya. So you're going up to the top, turning Maya off, and restarting it, or typing in the command rehash right there, and press enter. And what that will do, it will actually go through your whole Maya directory, and if you put any new scripts while Maya was turned on, it will go through this whole directory and reload any new mel scripts that you've put in. So rehash is a really cool command. And you just press enter and it does it. Now you can go back and either copy it or type in this line of code in the command line and hit enter, and voila, you've got it. Now to actually make it a shelf so you don't have to always put that command down here at the bottom, if you go down to the bottom of the menu, hopefully your screen is big enough for you to do this. You might have to do a side scrolling screen to get down to see this. So miscellaneous, add shelf button. So make sure before you click that button, you go to the shelf that you want this tool to show up on. So I'm going to the FP modeling tools, and I'm going to put it right here in the end. That's a good spot for it. So I'm just going to click on it, and there it is. It's got this little S for substance. So if I click that off, and now I've clicked on this button, voila, there it is. It's all ready to go. So that's how you're able to install the Substance Maya toolkit. Again, this procedure you can do for lots of other different scripts inside of Maya. I just wanted to go through and kind of show you this. Could get a little problematic, but it's roughly the same for almost any script that you find on the internet to plug into Maya to get it going. That's how I got a lot of these tools up here in my FP modeling tools kit or shelf to work. I actually, found the Mel script, put it in the where is it? In the documents, inside the Maya and current version of Maya, and I went in there and I dropped it into the scripts, and you can see all the different scripts I've put in. And then you kind of restart Maya, or you type in rehash, and boom, you're able to install a script in Maya, and it's relatively pretty easy to do.
Another thing you need to set is the software settings. So if we scroll all the way down to the bottom here and we go to software settings, mine are already set because I went through and did it beforehand. But just for you, you need to go to software settings, drop this menu here, so drop down triangle, and go to batch path. Right now you can see I've already got a path. In this two spaces, these are going to be blank for you. So what I need to do is I need to go to batch path, click on that, and you can see my address bar right up here at the top. You need to go to the C drive, program files, algorithmic, and then go to Substance Batch Tools 5. So let's just kind of back up so you can actually see it and see where you need to go. So if you go to My Computer, go to the C drive, go to Programs, there, algorithmic, click on that, and then go to Substance Batch Tools, and then number 5. And then you're good. And then hit save, and then that should update with that. Same thing with the plugin path. You need to hit the plugin path, but since you've designated the top patch path, it takes you straight to the directory you need to go. So you can see this is all the same as the last one. The only one is you go into 2 more folders, plugins and tangent space. And basically you just need to pick one of these. And the one we want to use is the mic space. That will work within Maya. Also, if you want to work within other game engines, Unreal, this could work for Unreal. If you want to go work in the Unity engine, if you want to make normal maps for that, you pick the Unity space right here. So depending on which program you're making a normal map or any of these different maps, you have to pick the correct space you'll be working with. Well, we're going to be working within Maya, so I'm clicking the mic space, and I'll just hit open, and then double check it down here at the bottom, and then you should be good to go.
All right, so in the next video, I'll show you how to actually start using the Substance Modeling or Substance Maya toolkit to start baking out your normal map and ambient occlusion maps. All right,